Randee for Thunderhorse Descendant. I am here, and last week we did a quick little leather bracelet, and today we're going to do the matching earrings with the little leather and what is the name of those beads? The rose printed beads from Jesse James Beads. So let's get on into the video. Alright guys, so here we are. These are the items we are going to be using today. So last week we made that bracelet. We used that. Here's the bracelet right here. I don't know if you can see all that in the camera. We made this bracelet. This is still part of that same bright and sunny leather cord. And so we're going to use that to make our earrings. Also, these beads were a trio, and that was the bead set trio of rose printed mother of pearl beads. So FYI, we're getting a little set out of these few little components we got here. I will leave in the description box below all the materials and the links, la-di-da. Okay, so I also got these. Now, I have never used these before from Jesse James. These are gunmetal earring wires, and normally I use like a bright silver French earring wire. I don't always use them, but for the most part I do. And I do have those listed on Thunderhorse Descendant, the ones I use. And I just am comfortable with those. I'm noticing right from the jump that these have the loop going the other way. So watch me struggle when that comes to that part. All right, so we only need 2 of these. So I'm going to take those out. And this is just going to be simple and quick. No need to have a whole goings-ons about it. So first and foremost, let's get our leather evened up and cut. So all I'm going to do, you see how it's like not straight. Now, if you wanted to, maybe what we should do, maybe what we should do is we should go a little more on the angle. Right? Why not? Maybe that's cute. Oh yeah, I like it. So I just cut them at an angle, so they're both the same. And now I'm going to go in. I'm going to make sure it's still lined up because I've been jostling it around, and I'm just going to cut. Okay. So now we should have 2 perfectly sized little pieces. And we're just going to go like this. It's going to be super simple. So now I'm just going to show you this. Last week we did this with the rivets, and you could do the rivets again if you wanted, but I thought for the purpose of this, I would show you if you don't have a riveter. I'm saying riveter. It's not a riveter. If you don't have an eyelet setter, like this little guy, which you can get on BB Craft, I'll leave a link down in the description. It's like $6. If you don't have this though, or you didn't have like the little thing you can do with the hammer, and you just wanted to put a hole, I'm going to show you how you can just do that too. Okay, so that's what we're going to do on these. We could go with the rivets, but you know. So I'm going back to my leather punch. Now let me just say, this leather punch I got at Tool Shop. Where did I get this? Tool Shop. It says Tool Shop on it. Tractor and Freight, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm going to look and see what the littlest setting on here is, because that might even be a bit much for this. I'm going to grab, 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I grabbed the metal punch. This is the Euro 1.5 millimeter. It's actually for metal, but I'm going to use it on here. Now, you guys, if this just makes you cringe and you can't, then just look away. Just look away. Just look away. Okay, so I'm just going to go in here. And I'm leaving about 1/4 of an inch space, maybe a little less than that. And I just want to make sure that for the most part they're even and that they're the same. So it'll go through the first one pretty easy, but then you're going to have to go through the second one as well. This one I'm just making pretty much as a stencil mark for where to put the hole. And a lot of time what you'll get, unlike with the leather punch that takes the little hole out for you most of the time, you're going to get this little doohickey. Just cut that off. Okay. And then you just make sure that it's gone all the way through on both sides. Because see, I did it again and it pushed it through the back. Just give that a little snip. Snippity snip. This one looks good. Okay. And so, we're going to get our wire out. Wire. This is 20. I don't want that. I want 22. There's some 22 for us. And just get a little bit of that out. All right. So, I'm going to go 22 on these. 22. And I'm going to give myself about 4 inches. You don't need that much, but I always like to have more than not enough. Alright guys, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to go way down here on my round nose plier because I want that larger loop. Okay. I'm just making the loop. I'm bending with my fingernail. So when it comes off there, you can see that's a larger loop. Okay. So the reason for that is we are going to put on this little spacer star. Okay. So you're going to want to put that on. It works better if you put it on the shorter strand. You know what I'm saying? And same with the leather. I'll maneuver that on there. So then, when you got everything on your loop, it looks like this. So you're basically just covering up that hole. So remember I said, well, we don't have the riveter going on. So this is a way, if you don't have, not the riveter, the eyelet setter. If you don't have the eyelet setter, you can still do like a little design element here with this little spacer star and not have to do that. So now we're just going to wire wrap as normal. I'm doing about 3 wire wraps. And snip. Okay. And go in. Especially since we're using that that pearl, mother of pearl bead. I just want to make sure I'm getting this all straightened before I put the bead on, because it can, if you nick that pearl with your plier, you could break it. So I was just trying to get it on there first. All right, now we're going with our pearl bead. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a little design element here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself a little bit more space than I normally would. Not too much, but a little bit more than I normally would as I'm wire wrapping. Okay. So I'm just going to bring that around. And I'm going to do like a super messy wrappy wrap here at the top. Like I'm going to use all this wire. But I do want that to be in the back. So, and go with my chain nose, and I'm just going to squish it in, make sure it's in there. Okay, so here's what we got. I'm going to hold on to this with my plier. I'm going to hold on to this one with my finger. I'm going to spin this one this way. So basically what I have with my loops right here is I have this one, you can see through it through the mat. This one you cannot. It's going the other direction. But that's how I know everything's going to hang straight when we put this on. So now, like I said, I've never used these kind before. So, oh yeah, you don't flip it over. Okay. Usually when the loop is on the other side, you flip your piece of work over, but not with these. So I'm just making sure that's snugged up nice and good. And there's one. Easy peasy. I'm going to do up the other one real quick. So, I'll get my wire. And move this out of the way. Okay, I got my wire. I'm going to go in here way down to the bottom. See me way down here at the bottom? And just straighten everything out like so. Give it a little nudge with your fingernail. Did you see? See what the nudge does? We're going to go with the leather. Okay. So now the question is do you want these to hang like so? Or do you want them to hang both like this? I want them to hang so like frames your face. You know what I mean? So that is an important thing to pay attention to since you're putting this on there. Where's our spacer bead? So we're going to go, we got our loop, and we're going to go spacer bead on the little strand. The little wire sticking up here, the little guy. We're going to maneuver him on. Then we are going to go with our leather. So, is that right? See? And now we can close her up. Easy peasy. Just wire wrapping. Round 1, 2, 3. And snip. Being very careful not to cut anything down here. And then we straighten everything out. Just pulling these down so they're like uniform. Just giving it a little work harden. We're ready for our bead. Now, I'm pretty sure these are the same. Yep, they're the same on both sides. So put him on there. Now, again, like I said, I'm going to leave a little extra space for all that extra wrap on the top. Not too much, but a little more than normal. Okay. And spin. And wrap. And go. And wrap and wrap. Don't get your leather in there. And go. And wrap. Messy, messy loop. Wrap. Can I go around one more time? Sure. Oh, sorry. I'm like way over here, not even on the camera. I was trying to figure out, can I can I get this guy around there one more time? And the answer is yes. I might actually have more loops on this side than I do on the other side, but I don't think it matters. Okay, so again, see how the loops are. When you look through the loop, you could look through this way on both, but that's not what we want. This one has to be facing the mat. So I'm going to grab hold of it. I'm going to make sure I got a sturdy hold on this because I don't want this one to spin. And I'm going to give it a twist. You can generally get away with that like a half a turn to get things adjusted. You don't want to be cranking around on it because you're going to make your wire weak on the inside. So you want to be careful. But for the most part, you can you can get away with a little bit of wiggle room. Now we put this guy on and we're done. Easy peasy. How does this wig me out so much? Like this. Yeah. Because my other ones are backwards. I don't know. Anyway. So there she is. And now you guys can tell me in the comments. I'll get the photos and the little video and everything. This one's being funny. What are you doing? It's twisted. When I laid it down. You guys can let me know in the comments what you prefer. Now, like I said, being fair. Well, too much. Like I said, being fair. I wish these were smaller rivets, but why do I keep saying rivets? Eyelets, but I didn't have any. So, please gauge that. Do you like this better? Or do you like it with the little star? Because you could also do that over here if you want them to match up, you know, be matchy-matchy. I really enjoy these. And you could even take these and you could cut them a little here. You know, give them a little, with your scissor, just a little something extra so they're not just, should we do it? You guys. Sure, why not? Sorry, I'm not even in the camera. I'm just giving them a little haircut. Because why not? Because there's no rules, as you will remember. No rules. At least now they got a little bit of character. Cute. And you could even go with your metallic marker, your little metallic marker, your patina paint, and do a little gold on the bottom here or something, or maybe a little silver. And they'll be super cute. So anyway, you guys let me know what you prefer in the comments. Please interact with me in the comments. It is helpful for the YouTubing. Give this video a like, a comment, a share. Check out my links on in the description box. Head on over to Jesse James and see what they got going on over there today. And we will see you guys again next time. Bye-bye.